I don't know why I'm always busy in the kitchen. 欢迎, hey, welcome. It is going to be a fantastic day. We're going to learn about yum cha or drinking tea. And yum cha goes hand in hand with eating one of the most famous Chinese dim sum dumpling, known as bao. Dim sum means a touch of your heart. The custom of having yum cha and dim sum began centuries ago in the tea houses along the legendary Silk Road. We'll make some dim sum out of own in a few minutes. But first, you might think your local coffee shop is the best around, but let's visit a little tea house I know in Singapore. I'm often told that Singaporeans are serious people, and that is certainly true when it comes to food. This is the annual Singapore Food Festival, but every day can be a food festival here. Food is everywhere, any hour of the day or night. It is not an exaggeration to say that food in Singapore is an all-day experience. Here in Singapore, Chinatown is a yum cha restaurant, open 24 hours a day. And yum cha means to drink tea. So this is an all-day tea house. On the left with the white head is Chef Suzanne Teng. She's one of the few women chefs in Singapore, and she's certainly a talented one. She's also a good teacher and role model for the next generation of young dim sum chefs that she trains in the teaching kitchen inside this restaurant. For the year of the snake, Chef Teng has created a mold to stamp out, you got it, snake buns. Making dim sum is delicate handiwork. It is all in the wrist and the hand. Chef Teng is an artist in every sense of the word. After this, you let it rise. After you rise about 15-20 minutes, then you steam it for 5 minutes. Then you have a wonderful, moving, live snake. Everybody works in this kitchen, even me. The owner of the dim sum restaurant also owns a dim sum factory that supplies many restaurants and hotels in Singapore. He had this vision of opening the first 24-hour dim sum restaurant. Hey, thanks to him, Singaporeans now can have these beautiful steamed buns anytime, day or night. Imagine going to school where the cafeteria is also your classroom. These young ladies are literally the next generation of dim sum chefs. Their steamed buns would be a hit in any Chinatown in the world. For those of you with a delicate palate, here is a perfect treat, shrimp banana rolls. The wrapper for this roll is good enough to eat by itself, so the trick is to save some for the stuffing and don't eat it all up beforehand. Stuff the rice wrappers with chopped shrimps, water chestnut, and banana, then roll them up. Be careful. And use a little bit of water to hold it all together. Then dip in sesame seeds. Not bad. And now deep fry the rolls in a hot wok. Finally, Susan shows how to make the restaurant's signature suzhou vegetable steamed bun. And for this, you need very nimble fingers. Practice makes perfect. After the dough rises, into the steamer. Susan is an award-winning dim sum chef. In fact, I met Susan about 4 or 5 years ago in San Francisco, and she won a lot of awards in the cooking competition. Chinese chef from all over the world. This is one of the very few dim sum restaurants, not only open 24 hours, but more important, they have specialty dim sum from the north, from the west, from the east, and the south of China. And rarely in dim sum restaurant you have dim sum from all over China. They sell about 30,000 pieces of dim sum on the weekends on an average. 30,000 pieces, amazing. And in fact, just me, in the last 24 hours, I ate about 5,000 of myself. Oh, with over 125 different kinds of dim sum available every day, no wonder they open 24 hours a day. It takes that long to just try a small part of the menu. I'm dicing all my vegetable. Shiitake mushroom or Tong Ku. Say Tong Ku. Okay? Say Tong. Tong Ku means shiitake mushroom or dry black mushroom. First, I julienne this. Okay? Japanese call shiitake mushroom. The Chinese call Tong Ku. And Mandarin, they call Xiang Gu. See, all diced. I'm going to put this, and I put it right over here, which is already have cut up a lot of vegetable, Chinese celery, and all kind of stuff. And then, oh, look at this. This is in this little can here, the little can right here. This is the Sichuan pickle. It is preserved with chili pepper and Sichuan peppercorn and salt. So you got to rinse it before you use it. I'm going to take over here and rinse it, okay? Oh, otherwise it's too spicy. This way, you can actually use this as a snack. It's very nice. And then this is how I do it, okay? I put this over here and I slice it thin. This is how you dice. First, you slice it thin. Thin. You see how I put my hand? I hold onto this like this, so my finger is always on top of the knife, not on the side of my knife. You use the tip of my knife, and I'll go like this, and I julienne this. You see? See? Julienne. And after you finish cutting the julienne, you dice, okay? This is Sichuan pickle. Give that nice vegetarian feeling, a little crunch, and also flavor, because it's a little kick, give it a little kick. Okay, this is all nice and diced. I'm going to put it also over here. So you have all of these wonderful vegetarian ingredients, okay? Now, don't waste this. We're going to save this and put it back in the fridge. And in the meantime, we're going to saute this. Saute your ingredient. Saute the filling. You can make char siu bao. Char siu bao means barbecue pork steamed bun. Bun is bao. Bao is bun in Chinese, okay? And then put a tiny bit of oil. And then we put all of these ingredients right here and let it saute. Now, since this vegetable, you don't want to overcook them too much, okay? You put all of these. This is baby bok choy, already parboil a little bit and chop it up. Very, very simple, okay? We'll save these and put it right over here. Look at this. Put a tiny bit of seasoning, tiny bit of salt and pepper and sugar and a tiny bit of vegetarian oyster sauce. That means it's made from mushrooms. Tiny bit of soy sauce. This way it's nice and flavorful. If you want, a few drops of sesame seed oil, okay? Very nice. And then when it's nice and done, you don't want to, as I said, you don't want to overcook them. Just toss it in nice and hot so you still have the crunch. You cook it too long, then you lose the crunch. And then you slightly thicken this up a little bit with cornstarch solution. Look at this. Then once you're done, what we're going to do is you're going to put this in a bowl and then put it in the fridge, okay? Very nice. Put in the fridge. Close it and put it in the fridge. Okay. You want to have a cool feeling. You don't want to have a hot feeling, okay? Put it over here and get the one I already have done ahead of time. Okay? I'm going to show you how to make this right now. Here, how do you make the bao? First, you have a yeast dough already rest a little bit and cut it up and roll it up. Put a tiny bit of flour. This is great exercise. Roll it up and roll it up like this. Okay? Roll it up. And then you cut it into a little piece like that. And then you roll it nice and round like this. You see? Nice and round like this. Nice and round. And you press this a little bit. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press. Press. You use the Chinese rolling pin. Roll it. You know how I do it? I roll it the edge only. So what happened is the edge is thinner. The center is thicker. So we will use this filling. You put this right over here. Now this is how you do it, okay? You put this and you pleat this, pleat this, pleat this, pleat this, pleat, pleat, pleat. You just push it in, and you continue to pleat, 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 and you have a beautiful little dumpling like this. Okay, let me show you quickly to make another one. Okay, oh, very, very fast. Okay, make sure it's nice and thin on the edge and thick on the bottom. Okay, in the middle. So you pleat it, pleat, 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 pleat. You see, pleat. So everything is enclosed inside like a little bun. And then we cover this up and let it steam. Now, as I said, you can have vegetarian, or you can have barbecue pork, you can have chicken, you can have everything. Now, this has been steaming here for almost about 12 minutes. And I'm going to show you how beautiful this is. Whoa, this is really nice. I actually make several buns. One is a big bao. I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut this up so everybody can see the big bao. This is the big bao. Inside there, I have all kind of ingredient. Wow, this is the chicken and stuff, and this is the char siu bao, means barbecue pork bun, and the vegetarian bun. Now we have 2 big bao as well as 6 smaller bao, steamed vegetarian buns with big baos on the side. I am deep frying this very unique appetizer. Shrimp tropical fruit roll or packet. Make sure you cook it for approximately 2.5 to 3 minutes until they're nice and golden brown and everything inside is cooked, but not over brown. Nice and golden brown. Let it drain. The best thing is to get a skimmer like this. Let it drain very well. This is the tempura skimmer. You can pick up any of the leftover stuff like sesame seed right there. You can see that? That's why it's so good to have one of these. I'm going to get rid of these and then set it aside. This is nice and golden brown. I'm going to show you how to do it. First, you make the filling. How do you make the filling? You can use any nuts. I have some almond here, and I crush the almond. See? This is the easiest way to crush the nuts. And then this is some glazed walnut. You do the same thing. See? See? Very nice. Very easy to do, just like a food processor. Cordless. And then you get a banana. You cut it in half. Okay? Look at this. Very simple. Put a banana here, and that's all you have to do. You can use half, or you can use the whole thing. Depends. Then I have some spring roll here. In the restaurant in Singapore, they actually use wafer paper. This is wafer paper like this, okay? But it's very hard to find. I brought it back from Singapore, but you can easily get the regular spring roll wrapper like this. And then you put this whole piece right here, okay? And then you have a little piece of shrimp. You see this? Now, this is shell and devein. But I want to make it easier to use. I press this a little bit, you see? If you want, you can have 2 pieces, okay? Make it really nice and big. And then you put some nuts around. Put some nuts around. Put some nuts around. Now, if you want to make it nice and colorful, you can also add some preserved fruit. This is papaya. And you can use any fruit, okay? You can chop it. You see, this sticks. So what you do is after you cut it, you can push it like this. It's all right over here. And then you can push like that, okay? You can chop it, but you can also use this whole piece. I put it right over here. Then we're going to fold the whole thing. This is a big one. Fold the whole thing. You can do small one, big one. I've been showing you there are a lot of choices. The choice is yours. This is the big one. Oh, look at this. Nice. And then use, once again, use a tiny bit of flour mixed with water. 1 portion of flour with about 1 portion of water. Then it's beautiful. And then you can deep fry this. It looks really nice. But you can also make it more interesting by using a little bit of egg white. Put it right in the ring, right in the middle, like this. And you roll this up right here. You roll this up, roll this up, roll this up. You see this? Then you shake this off. Look at this. They only coated the center. Look at this. Just the center. Very simple. There is it. Just right in the middle. Okay? And then you take it over there and you deep fry it over medium-high heat. This is how easy this is, okay? Everybody can do it at home. It is so wonderful. Deep fry until they're nice and golden brown. Look at this. This is going to be beautiful. It doesn't take too long to cook, okay? And now let me cut this up and check this out because this is so beautiful. And I have another knife here. We'll cut this up. Look at how beautiful this is. The shrimp is done and the banana is done. All the nuts is inside. I'm going to take it over here and put it right over here. Look at how beautiful this is. This is wonderful. You know what? Look at this. You can either use the spring roll wrapper or the wafer paper. This is what you have, shrimp and tropical fruit rolls. I'm making the filling for my next dish. Oh, big bun with seafood. There's green onion, chopped shrimp, and some water chestnut give texture. Love texture. And some wonderful fresh scallop. I cut into little dice like this. Put them all in. This is going to be a 4-hour filling, okay? And then I'm going to put a tiny bit of marinade. This is wine, tiny little pepper, and salt. And then, of course, very unique, I'm going to have some hoisin sauce. Put some hoisin sauce there. You use similar ingredient to make barbecue pork, okay? Mix them all up. Very nice. In fact, if you want, you can even partially cook this ahead of time. You can have cold filling, raw filling, or partially cooked filling. And this can be done way ahead of time and put in the fridge. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to make the bun. First, you got a dough, okay? Got a dough, you roll it out, you roll it out, you roll it out, and you use a knife to cut into little pieces like this. You can make different size of buns, and then get a tiny bit of flour and cornstarch or just either one. Push it down, put it over here, push it down, and then you will use a Chinese rolling pin again. Smaller, straight rolling pin. The Chinese chef use this for a lot of different dumpling. You see? Now, slow motion. I push it. Once again, do it just like the steamed bun. Okay? Very nice. Just every time you push, you turn quarter of a turn. So you have nice and round, circular, yet the edge is thinner than the center. Okay? And then we're going to put this right over here. We'll put this bun. Now for easy folding, what you should do is put a tiny bit of this if you want on this edge. And then you plait it, push it up, push it, push, continue to push, okay? You push, and then you roll it around. Then you have beautiful little buns like this. Now this is the small bun, and we'll put in a piece of paper like this. You can have small bun and big. Now let me show you. If you're really hungry, you're gonna have to make big buns. Now this is about 3 times as big as that. You do the same thing. Put a tiny bit of flour here, and then you roll it. Oh, this is the same technique, except this one is much bigger. This is much bigger, and then we put a lot more ingredient right here. Look at this. A lot more ingredient. This is the big bun. As I said, you can use any filling, okay? Hold on, there's a lot of these. In fact, I am so hungry. I'm going to have more. This is going to be gigantic. You plait it again. Plait it. You see how I push it, and push, and push, and push, and push, and push. Okay? Look at this. Nicely plait like this. And you close it. Okay? And then you push this here, and you use your hand. Go like this. You know why you go like this? Because I'm making a nice round ball like that. It's perfect. And then you put right over here. And let me see. Transfer this and put it right on this little parchment paper. Or wax paper will do. And then we're going to put this over here. One big one. One small one. And some normal one. Look at this. We have all of these. Now we're going to make it nice and golden brown by brushing some egg wash on top of these, okay? This is what you're going to make it nice and golden brown. In fact, some restaurant chef, they do this twice. They do it now, and then when it's almost done, they do it one more time. It's even nice, more nice and golden brown. If you want to make it even more interesting, you can even put some sesame seed on top. Want to take it over there and let it bake for approximately 25 minutes at about 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Put it over here. And I have some being baked, but it's almost ready. Now I'm going to show you. You go to a dim sum restaurant, you go to a bakery, always serve tea. That's what 飲茶 is all about. 飲茶 means drinking tea. Here, I have servo tea here. I have the 壽眉 tea, which is a green tea. Smells great. Chrysanthemum tea is a scented tea, and this is what I have here. I want to show you. This is what I have here, chrysanthemum tea. It's scented, it's like a flower. It's very light, it's very healthy. And this is Iron Goddess tea. It's semi-fermented, wonderful tea. And the great thing about this is study have been talking about drinking more tea is good for your health, a lot of antioxidants. I think the one that I've been baking for 25 minutes is ready. Been baking it for 25 minutes, that's for you. To make it look nice, we're going to put one over here, another one over here, and another one over here, and then the small one right on top. Look at this, so beautiful. This is 3 big ones and a small one. Don't this look amazing? Golden big buns with shrimp scallop filling. Make some for your friends next time they come over. You better make a double batch because they don't last long. Remember, if Yan can cook, so can you, 再见。